I have 2 weeks to turn this into this. Let's get started. I honestly think learning to sew is probably the best decision I have ever made in my life, and the reason I made the decision to learn how to sew is because I was kind of getting sick of being a personal victim of my own expensive taste and never being able to fully scratch that itch of taking kind of ideas from my Pinterest board and pulling them into my actual life and wardrobe, because as I said, they were typically very out of budget. So for the last 4 months I have been teaching myself to sew, sometimes quite proudly, very successfully, sometimes not so successfully, but I feel like it's all been building up to this moment. So in 2 weeks I am going on a city break with my sister, and I know exactly how I want to look. I have the Pinterest board, I will show you. So this is the vibe. As you can see, maybe you can't, but it's kind of that House of CB, Odd Muse, Doen kind of vibe, and I just can't justify spending £200 on an outfit I will probably wear once. But what I can justify is making it a sewing project, because then it's just my hobby, right? And also, if I can take a £10 bedsheet and turn it into something that looks like it was more expensive, then it's just a double win. So I have decided to use the Vicky Sews Lexi dress pattern. Like I said, I am a beginner really. This is an intermediate pattern, so I'm a little bit nervous. And because I'm using a bed sheet, I'm not sure if I actually will have enough fabric, but fingers crossed. So yeah, wish me luck, stay on the journey with me. Let's see how we get on. Let's do this together. Okay, let's get going. You don't wanna. So the bed sheet just about made it, so got all my pieces got out now, ready to interface what I would say about this project, but I think it's the same for any project that is gonna look a bit more quality and kind of replicate that like expensive look and feel. There's going to be a bit more prep involved. So from what I've seen of the instructions, kind of most of it needs interfacing, at least along the seams and things. So I'm going to go get a drink and then start doing that, and then hopefully, I don't think I'm going to get around to sewing today. It's already about 5:30, I think, and I want tea and something soon. So yeah, I think it's an admin-y kind of sewing day today, and then hopefully be ready to sew tomorrow. I am kneeling down, by the way. I don't know how I do my filming. I have a look like I'm literally taller than the wardrobe, or it's smaller than my trolley, but I'm somewhere in the middle. Okay, let's get interfacing. Where's their speaker? Okay, so it is the next day. I'm all refreshed and ready to go, but I am on more of a, put these down, or on, and put them on. I'm on more of a schedule today because we're going out for like a family thing later. So I've got a couple of hours. I've interfaced where I need to interface. I think I've read through the instructions roughly 20 times. All of the feedback is that the instructions are so easy to follow. I'm still really confused. I'm like stuck on step 1, which is just doing the darts on the bust. I think that's probably a me problem, and as I mentioned, the fact that it's a little bit out of my skill set, but I'm gonna give it a go. I've not done a toile or like a mock-up because, to be honest, this fabric was pretty cheap and I'm just lazy. So if it goes wrong, it goes wrong, and this can be the mock-up and I'll wear something else and have a go with some of my nicer fabric another time. But yeah, I'm gonna make a start, see how far I can get today, and then yeah, fingers crossed we'll make some progress today. It's the next day. I'm on to my next problem, because at this rate I'm just creating them for myself. So the design doesn't ask for lining throughout all of it, but I think it will feel more quality, more of that kind of House of CB vibe if I... Someone wants their dinner, so I better be quick. If I line the whole thing, I don't have enough fabric to line all of the skirt, but there's quite a lot of material in the skirt, so I'm hoping that will be fine. Or I could maybe use another fabric to line the skirt, but because the design is meant to be lined all the way through, I need to work out how to do that on top of everything else. But I think I have done the top bit that was confusing me. So let's get going. Day 3, and we have not even a third of the dress done. Okay, so I'm at a stage in the project which I think is the same for any new project where you don't know if you're doing it right or not, and you just gotta trust the process, because sometimes you can think you're absolutely smashing it and then you go to like try it on or something, you're like, oh no. So this is what I really should do as well. So when you come to your actual fabric, you know if it's right or not. I've been extra adventurous, so I've done a lining and I've also put in some corset boning to really, we're just going full, attempting to recreate a House of CB dress at this stage. So yeah, like I said, I'm at the stage where I think I'm doing it right, but only time will tell. So yeah, let's just keep sewing, keep going, and see what we end up with. Okay, bye. Pluto, how am I supposed to press out my seams? How am I supposed to press out my seams and have a lovely garment? Don't you hide your face from me. Okay, well when it doesn't look professional, I'm going to tell people whose fault it was. Okay, so we're at a bit of a pause because somebody, oh, it's not even, it won't be lifted. The man will not be moved. Has decided that the ironing board is actually a bed, obviously. So there will be no pressing of seams. Got a pile of sewn together parts, but can't press them. So what's a girl to do? I'm just gonna have to have a little break by order of the Blutos. Do you know what I love in a project like this? So like that, that's the other side. When you've been like trying to work something out for ages and then one of the instructions is just like, just stitch in a straight line. Just stitch in a straight line, please. And say, okay, I can do that. I know how to do that. I've also had my second coffee, so I'm like, woo, let's go. Excuse me. So we're getting there. Just need to do a lot more. So needs obviously the skirt add-in. I think I'm going to have added like boning here to the lining. I've not lined the back because I didn't have enough fabric, basically. So I think I'm gonna add boning like here to try and make it on the waist. And then I believe it should just be, I think you add the skirt and then potentially do the zip last. So I've done zips a few times, but never with an invisible zipper, but I have an invisible zipper foot, but I'm using it for the first time, so I'm gonna be kind to myself if you can still see it. But I ordered on Amazon a nice navy zip, so even if it is visible, it should blend. But I'm at that stage in the project where you feel like you're nearly there. It's actually all the fiddly bits, but yeah, I'm happy with it so far. The bust darts are going to be a problem. I'm just going to choose to ignore that. I do not have the skill level to adjust the bust, so this is the bust, and that's that. Okay, let's attempt to either finish or at least move on to the next stage. Okay, so I am just putting the skirt together now. So I skipped an instruction. I did something wrong because I'm not doing pockets. The dress does. Oh no! Why did I do this upside down? The dress does ask for pockets, but I don't actually like pockets in a dress. I don't know if that's a controversial hot take, but I feel like whatever you put in the pocket, it just ends up kind of weighing down and ruining the line of the dress. So I've skipped the pockets, but because I skipped the pockets, I missed the instructions about putting the skirt together, so I just went straight into gathering the skirt pieces. No, you put them together first. So I'm just doing that now, or at least I was. These are for some reason not aligned, so I think I've done it upside down as we're instructed. So I'm just going to do the skirt and come back when it's time to attach it to the bodice, and hopefully at some point along this do it right. Wait. I'm not gonna lie, that was stressful. I just leave it like this. Might just leave it like this, or just go around like this. I did it once, I can do it again. Sometimes, another thing is like, if you do it before, you know how to do it now, you can do it again, but I think that was a little bit of luck. No, it was skill. And I've added in bone in here. Okay. I've not even done the zip yet. The zip's normally the bit where I fall short, but look, actually it's going okay. It's going okay. Hi, this is me editing and realised, yeah, I just forgot to film after this point until the dress was finished and I'd hemmed, so we'll just go straight to that part. I am never hemming a dress again my whole life. I just refuse. You can hem. I'm not gonna hem again. That was horrible. And took much longer than expected. But the dress is finished. She's done. I am gonna try her on. I think she fits. And if she doesn't, then well, we tried our best. But I'm gonna try it on with the full look, I think, because I think that would be fun. And also I imagine I will be probably a little bit too tiddly to show it off when I go away, and hopefully too busy having fun to remember to film. So yeah, I'm gonna go and do my whole look with it. Check I like it like that as well, because when I have been trying it on, I've actually not liked it with my hair up. So we're gonna do the whole look, and yeah, so I'm just gonna cut now to the reveal. Hope you like it. Bye. Realised when I was like, I've finished hemming, I'm done now, I'm going to do the big reveal video. Hadn't actually finished it. It's it's still not done on the back, so it's not quite fitting how I would have wanted for this reveal, but I didn't want to waste hair and makeup, so this is it, like 95% done. It just needs cinching at the back a little bit. But yeah, if I kind of had to rate it, I would probably rate it like a 6.5 out of 10. I don't know why I'm not loving it. Is it just because I'm in my luteal phase? Should I try it on again at another point? But yeah, it's comfy. The bust did not go to plan, but we kind of could have guessed that from the journey. It might just be a little bit low cut for my kind of taste and comfort as well. Anyway, but yeah, I would say in terms of kind of how I feel about it, it's not my favourite thing I've made, but I am proud that I have made it and finished it, and it's a good enough standard. Yeah, I think I'll still wear it next week. But yeah, there's definitely some things that I think I will revisit when I'm not on a deadline with it, and I will fix, like, look at the back. I don't know how to fix the bust starts or taking apart the dress, and that's fine. I'm so annoyed because if that was cinched, I think it would be more like, but yeah, I added in the corset boning. I did end up adding some into the back, so the stitching along on the back where the corset boning isn't prettiest, but it does the job. And yeah, would I do this again instead of getting a House of CB dress? 100%, because I've learned some things along the way. I've got a really good pattern that I can revisit as my skill level and confidence builds, and I can do this again, hopefully better, different fabric, maybe make alterations, like it up for my preference. And I still have more money in my bank to then spend on my city break and get other things whilst wearing a dress I made from a bedsheet. I'm not giving myself enough credit. I actually think I've come back round. I like it, I'm proud, and yeah, I would do it again. And I think I will, actually. I have some old that I got from Vinted, some Laura Ashley curtains. So I think I'm going to try this again with them and see how that goes instead. So watch this space. And yeah, thank you so much for, if you've made it to this point, thank you. And I really hope that I see you in my next video. Okay.